All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Now, this is an influencer from Kwara State tweeting this. Listen, I was threatened to stop posting about the killing in Kwara State. I am beginning to believe the government of Kwara supports these killings. Calling me to tell me nonsense won't stop me from demanding the people in Kwara State are safe. These killings have been going on for way too long for us to stay silent. People burnt in their houses, killed in their farmlands, kidnapped, and nothing has been done about it. When some are even arrested, they get released. The MF that called, may your family experience pain, regrets, kidnapping, insecurities, and may the world not listen to their cry for help. I use my uncle as a point of contact. What they did to him, they will do to you. Now, these are APC members calling this top influencer from Kwara State to stop posting about the killings in the state so that the world will not know what is happening. Don't forget that a local government chairman of Kwara State came out and said that it is Fulanis that are even the victims, that the people being killed and kidnapped in Kwara State are not Yorubas, that it is Fulanis that are the victims. This is what these APC guys are doing. The Kwara State governor, of course, is APC. All of them are APC, and they are backing these killings. So when we come and we say that the APC members are the chief sponsors of insecurity in Nigeria, we are not just bluffing. We are not just sweet talking. There are facts on ground, and if Nigeria does not end the APC, we will never see the back of insecurity in Nigeria. Now, let us get to the top stories. First is that despicable one. International organization has now declared a state of emergency on education in Nigeria. This is the same sector that Tinubu and his cabinet members are lying that they have done very well. An international non-governmental organization has declared a state of emergency on education in Nigeria. And next is that tragic one coming out of the FCT, another heavy story of insecurity. Just days after the Arise TV journalist was killed in her house, another big tragedy has befallen the Federal Capital Territory, underscoring the despicable state of security in the seat of power. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. This is from a protest of retired police officers. Watch the video.
Then my entitlement will go and send to a company. Did I work for a company? No. How will Nigerian police be company? We are the security of this country. They still we escort their money. That money they steal, we escorted that from where they steal to their village. Then at the end of the day, I have the money in my house. I even I escort so many stealing money. If it is now, they could have here win.
You saw that. Now, that was Nigerian retired police officers protesting just about 48 hours ago. Unpaid allowances, unpaid gratuities, inhuman treatment by the federal government. Anybody that follows me here closely, if you follow me closely enough, it will be difficult for you to criticize my takes on issues concerning Nigeria. Because when these men protested some months ago, I told us here, I said we are going to return here about 2 or 3 months later, and they will still be protesting because the IG said that they had even started putting plans together, to pay them their monies. He told a lot of lies. And I said here that everything the IG said are lies. They will not do it, and we will be back here months later when these men will be protesting again to discuss this issue. And that is exactly what is happening. The men are back to the streets protesting. And that man was saying that when they steal money, when he was in office, that it is they, police officers, that used to even escort the money to the destination. This is what Nigerians are telling you, police officers. Because I know it is possible that 1 or 2 policemen are watching this video right now. When Nigerians come out, when young people come out to protest, to try to rescue this country, the police are the first people to shoot at them. You are the first people to tear gas them. You are the first people to demand their lives because they are trying to fix Nigeria. But look at what your colleagues are suffering now. That is your fate, oh. That is your fate after 35 years. Remember the one that came out. He said he retired as a superintendent of police and they paid him 2.850. 2,850,000 naira. That was his gratuity, lump sum, after 35 years. Meanwhile, we have senators who are doing nothing, House of Rep members who are doing nothing, receiving 21 million naira monthly. These are the things that the youths try to correct, that you policemen will not allow the youths to correct until Nigerians, the masses, all those who are bearing the brunt of misrule of the political class, until we come together and unite and decide that enough is enough, this country will never know peace. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that video where the Malala Foundation declared a state of emergency on education in Nigeria. They said 9 million girls are out of school in Nigeria, and that is why they want to come in to solve that problem. What a shame on the biggest black nation on earth. And next is that tragic one coming out of the FCT, another tragic death underscoring the disastrous state of security in the seat of power. Let's start by taking that update from the Malala Foundation. Look at the video.
Yes, of course. So our fund, our organization is working for girls' education all around the world, and Nigeria is one of the countries in the world with the highest population of out-of-school girls. 9 million girls in total who are out of school, 5 to 6 million secondary school girls. So this is a huge population of girls which is out of school, and that's why for Malala Fund, one of the most important countries in the world is this country, where we want to see every girl in school achieving safe, free and quality education.
You saw that. That was Mr. Yousafzai, Nobel laureate and a board member of the Malala Foundation, speaking there. And he said it is confirmed that Nigeria has one of the highest number of out-of-school girls worldwide. 9 million out of school. Now, when you ask the Tinubu administration what they have done in the area of education, they'll tell you NEL fund. They gave student loan. Student loan that you gave where after you messed up the school fees. It was Peter Obi that brought the idea of student loan. And what did he propose? He proposed that loans will be given to students so that those who are out of school, those who were out of school as of 2022-2023 will be able to go back to school so that the number of out of school children in Nigeria can reduce. But Tinubu first of all went ahead and increased school fees by removing the subsidy on education. School fees went up and more people were forced out of school. Then he came in with he stole the student loan initiative from Peter Obi. And they said they are giving students. I have not seen anybody that received. But let us assume that some people actually received. How many people? Why not just leave the school fees the way it is? Then support those who are not able to afford it. Why mess it up? Then come with a decoy of student loan. Now, an international organization is the one saying the most important thing at the secondary school level, because this student loan they are talking about, it does not even affect the secondary school level. But we know that primary and secondary are the foundation of education. Everybody knows that. You have destroyed it totally. School fees have tripled, quadrupled in some cases. It is an international organization that is now coming to declare a state of emergency on this out of school children phenomenon. 9 million girls out of school. How many young girls are in this country that 9 million of them will be out of school? I don't know, as a Nigerian, you will see this kind of thing and it will not prick your conscience. If it doesn't, then you need to work on yourself. It means you are losing yourself. This is the destruction that the APC has brought upon this country. What an international disgrace. The Malala Foundation, that have their headquarters in Washington, D.C., coming to declare a state of emergency on the educational sector in Nigeria. It is such a shame. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to this, that update on insecurity within the FCT began making the rounds. Another tragic event. Look at how the papers reported it. Breaking: gunmen abduct, kill top veterinary doctor in Abuja as 3 children remain with kidnappers. A renowned veterinary doctor and former chairman of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association (NVMA) FCT chapter, Dr. Ifeanyi Ogbu, has been murdered in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. According to reports, armed men stormed his residence in Kubwa, Abuja, and abducted him along with his 3 children. While the nursing wife and other family members were hoping for the best, the doctor's body was later found dumped by the roadside, while his children are still missing. Andrew Gabriel Ikechukwu, who also shared the tragic news on his Facebook page, explained that Dr. Ogbu was kidnapped along with 3 of his children, but later found dead, while the 3 children were yet to be released. Praying for God's intervention, he said. Dr. Ifeanyi Ogbu, the immediate past chairman of the NVMA FCT chapter, who was kidnapped alongside his 3 children from his home in Kubwa, Abuja, was found dead. The 3 children are yet to be released. May God please intervene. This incident comes on the heels of the tragic death of Somtochukwu Maduagu, a news anchor with Arise TV, who was murdered in an armed robbery attack at her Katampe residence in Abuja. Maduagu, a 29-year-old lawyer turned journalist, was known for her advocacy on gender-based violence and education reform. Her death has sparked widespread outrage and condemnation from Nigerians, with many calling for justice and improved security measures. The Nigerian police have launched investigations into both incidents. Bola Tinubu has also reacted to Maduagu's murder, ordering security operatives to conduct a quick and thorough investigation and bring those responsible to justice. And Ibrahim Mohammed here says the seat of power has transformed into a slaughterhouse for the federation. This is the consequence when the leader shows no concern for his subject. Absolutely, you are right, Ibrahim. And Michael Ugo Oha here says, let me see who will tell me that Abuja is safe. It is not safe at all. And Olumuyiwa 102 here says, this is another Christian that is being targeted. No one can claim this is not a coordinated attack. I can't even begin to imagine how traumatized those children will be now. This is mind-boggling and painful. Now, Olamuyiwa is saying it is attacks targeted at Christians because Somtochukwu is also a Christian. Then there are those saying that this attack is directed at Igbos. And Mr. Nice Guy here says, you are in Abuja and you think you are secured, Abi? Okay, now, AG4 says, this is Abuja that Wike is boasting about the security. Journalist has been murdered without a trace, and now a vet. This is pathetic. And Big God says, Tinubu's Agberos that migrated from Lagos to Abuja have turned the once peaceful city to nightmare. Now, this has been translated by many people in different ways. You saw that tweet where that guy said it is an attack against Christians. There are those who say it is an attack against Igbos because this is 2 top Southeasterners killed within the space of a week. And you cannot dispel these 2 lines of thought. But then, I know many people that were kidnapped and killed, many people from the Northwest that were kidnapped and killed in this FCT. I brought the updates here. They were kidnapped, they were killed right within this FCT. I even spoke about a German who was attacked. The German later died. He was attacked, he was stabbed and robbed right here in the FCT. So we may decide to look at it as a tribal thing or as a religious thing, but I'm telling you that this insecurity within the FCT, I am sure it has touched Christians, it has touched Muslims alike, and it has touched people from different ethnic groups. So this is the situation of Nigeria, a situation whereby security has completely crumbled and there is no part of this country that is safe. One of the comments that I didn't take there was one guy who said he left Abuja last week and that many of his friends are also leaving, that the FCT is no longer safe. And some people came under that comment and replied to him. They said, okay, you are leaving now. You are leaving to where? Where are you going to? Are you going to the southwest? What part of the country are you leaving Abuja to go to? Is it the north central? What part of the country is safe? The country is unsafe. This is what the APC has brought upon us. Like that influencer from Kwara State. She is from Kwara State. And she said that, I've told you here many times that the APC are the chief sponsors. But I had to bring to you somebody from Kwara State telling you that the Kwara State government is trying to silence her from speaking about insecurity in Kwara State. If I'm to show you half of the reports that we get on insecurity, I am telling you, you will be worried sick. You will feel that they are going to knock at your own door the next time. This is how terrible this case is. The other day I told you that in the FCT, there are areas where they can attack, people for like 45 minutes to 1 hour, and no security personnel will show up. And I told you that such areas account for more than 30% of the FCT. It was shortly after I said that Somto, the Arise TV lady, was killed at Katampe. Shortly after I said that this vet has now been killed. Shortly after I said that German was killed. This is the situation of this country. Whether you are from north, south, east, or west, it is clear that the APC is destroying this country that belongs to all of us. And if we don't cast aside our sentiments, come together and get the APC out of power, this country will sink. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.